Hey everyone, I'm trying to keep this as quiet as possible. It's past midnight and I'm supposed to be asleep, yet here I am. The reason for me being up so late is because I've been working tirelessly. This is a Christmas tree, and it is currently Christmas Eve where I am right now. Let's just say this is gonna be a bit of a trailer for a Christmas project that I'm working on right now. On the 18th of October, I began writing an essay that I titled, "Even Away, I Am Home This Christmas." For a bit of context, Dhaka, Bangladesh is where I was born, it is where I am right now, and it is home. However, for the past 9 years, I'd actually lived in Colombo, Sri Lanka, before very recently moving back to Dhaka. I'm currently a freshman at the Berklee College of Music, which is in Boston, Massachusetts. For the past 9 years that I've been living in Sri Lanka, every Christmas holiday, I have come back home to stay with my family. However, I am now a student studying in Boston, Massachusetts, which, needless to say, is much further away from Bangladesh than Sri Lanka is. For the past few months, naturally, I'd expected that I wouldn't be able to fly back home for Christmas, not just because of the distance, but also because of the sheer cost, especially for a holiday that is relatively shorter. Thus came the idea for this essay. When I began writing it, keep in mind, the headspace I was in was, I'm not going to be able to fly back home this time. Fast forward to a few weeks before I finished writing the essay, a great surprise struck me. The surprise being that we had, in fact, booked a flight back home this Christmas. This meant the world to me because obviously my home country is one of my dearest loves, and being able to spend Christmas with my family like every other year is a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Yet, there was a small issue that was now birthed. What about my essay? This whole time I'd been writing from the perspective that I wouldn't be able to fly back home, and now all of a sudden, I've been hit with this beautiful surprise. And before I move on to introducing the essay, which is now titled simply Even Away, and also a 6-song album that I made that serves as a soundtrack to it, I want to talk about my philosophical intention for this essay. I'm a firm believer that art is a process. It is made over a period of time, and perceptions and situations are bound to change when art is being produced. At least that is what happens most of the time, at least for art that takes this long to conceive. Both this album and essay have taken me 2 months to produce, and in these 2 months, clearly my situation has changed. I sincerely hope that the introduction and epilogue sections of this essay are helpful reminders of not just the situation I am in as I'm writing, but also my state of mind. I also hope that despite the differing situations in the essay, my philosophy is still clear and valid. The album, though it was meant to be a reflection of the exact situation I was in when I started making it, hopefully can now be reinterpreted as simply a concept album that tackles with the feeling of not being home during Christmas. Not necessarily in a pessimistic or bitter way, but rather in a longing, nostalgic way. Now I'll move on to what this essay and album are about. The essay is based around my philosophy that even when we're not physically home, the nostalgic scent of even a memory of home can still be powerful enough to drag us back, even if we're far away. It's the reason listening to an old song or looking at an old picture can immediately transport you to that time, or sometimes even that place. Both the essay and the album, thus, heavily explore the theme of nostalgia, particularly in the context of Christmas. Links to both the album and the essay will be in the description of this video. The album was a lot of fun to work on. It's mostly based around genres like R&B, neo-soul, funk, and gospel. I wrote, composed, arranged, and produced all the songs on the album, and I would love to thank 2 very dear friends of mine from the bottom of my heart, David, who played trumpet on the album, and Chris, who played cello. They are both incredible, phenomenal, amazing musicians. Please show them some love. I will provide links to their socials in the description. I sincerely hope you enjoy both the essay and the album. It was a lot of fun to work on this project, and I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you.